Hello my dears and welcome to my channel. As always, I am very happy and grateful that you've chose to spend your time with me. I hope that you're all doing well, but if not, I hope things will get better soon for you. The ways you can support my channel, like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe so I can appease the mighty algorithm and be seen by more people and hopefully help somebody make a decision either way on a deck, or just hit the notification bell to be notified of when a new video comes out. So we have the Oracle of the Sacred Horse, and it was created by Kathy Pike and Laurie Prindle. And it was published by Blue Angel of this year, and it retails for $28.95. And these women both work with horses, so they decided to collaborate and make an oracle deck. So the box itself is rather large. It is 6.73 height, and across is almost about 5.8 width. And the box width itself is 1.46. It does have the thumb indents, and the title, as you can see, is on all the sides but the bottom, and on the back you get some blurbs on it and then some teaser cards. And unfortunately, as you can hear, it doesn't have a card holder. So your cards are going to be kind of going around. Sadly, they're going to be banging around. And it does come with a very beautiful guidebook. Blue Angel always has beautiful guidebooks. I mean, a lot of their decks are beautiful. The artwork is beautiful. And this one is no exception. And if you love horses, you will really enjoy this deck. So the cards themselves are also rather large. They have a beautiful horse on the back, as you can see. And the cards themselves are 5.5 height. The width is 3.75, and the deck width itself is 3/4 of an inch. This deck might be a little troublesome if you do reversals with oracles, due to some of the cards, as you can see, are on the side. So I am not really sure how reversals will work, but it's up to you if you still want to do them. The deck has 44 cards in it. So let's go ahead and look at this beautiful deck. They do come in alphabetical order, but I have been working with them, so they're out of order, and yeah. And it has some historical horses in here as well, and it just says the name and a little, not even a sentence, but a little thing for you to look at and kind of like key sentence, I guess you could call it. Oh, these are just, they're so beautiful. And they have such detail with the horses. It's really hard to find a good horse deck. But this one, it's, I mean, you could just put these, you don't even need, if you cut out the bottom part, you covered the bottom part, you could just have these with just works of art. There's the cover. And that is the deck. Like I said, very beautiful deck. And the cards themselves are thick. Blue Angel does put out, as far as I know, good quality decks. Okay, let's look at this guidebook. And it has a lot of information in there. It really does. And it is 143 pages. And you get some more of the beautiful artwork. Each copyright page. Your contents. And you have your introduction. And they go into the background of the deck, and I will let you pause that and read that at your leisure. And the emergence of the horse spirits. And this is basically just some background on horses and their association with them. And some more about it. It's nice exploring the background of the creators and how they came about to making the deck. And then we come into how to use Oracle of the Sacred Horse. And for me, I read this anyway, but to me, these are just suggestions. There is no black and white on how to read cards. But I always like to explore a new perspective because I try not to be closed-minded. I try to always be a student of learning, and I always try to read about other people's perspective on how to use the deck, and then I take what I want and what feels right for me, and then I use it. And then talks about how to draw a card, and you can do the fan method, and basically the fan method is just fan out the cards, you put your hand over it, and as soon as you feel something, some people say instinctive, a little jolt, some warmth, and you pick your card that way. But like I said, it's basically up to you how you would like to pick your card. Then you have the 1-card reading, 3-card spread. Reading for others goes into a little bit of that. And I know that some people are intimidated by that. I for one am. I'm very intimidated by that. And some people have had questions of, should I let them handle my cards and blah 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 like that. And that's a personal choice as well. If you don't feel that the person who is handling the deck, their energies are going to do anything to your deck, then you can let them handle the deck. Or if you are the other way of, no, don't touch my deck, it has my energy on it, I don't want you to mess it up. So either way is fine. I'm not saying one is better than the other, but it's all personal. Some tips on cleansing your deck, and inverted cards. Gives you a little bit of that, but that's totally up to you if you want to do inverted cards. Goes on to reflect and process the wisdom that you've been given. Appreciation, just thanking the horse spirits, basically. I don't know what you do when you do a deck. Do you thank your spirits? Do you thank the spirits of the cards? It's basically up to you. Then we have some more card messages. And this is very detailed. As you can see, you have the card, and unveiling the feminine, Allegria, I think that's how you say it. Some keywords, and then about the horse itself, and gives you a very detailed meaning for it. And I like that it asks you questions to question yourself. This could also be a good journal deck, to where you could look at the questions and copy them down and write out in a journal things you could ask yourself. And it's basically the same way. So it's a very nice guidebook. I really like it. Yeah, so we'll just flip through it because it's basically the same through the whole book. Some have more meanings than the others for whatever reason. Okay. Let's go to the back. And I think the only things in the back are their backgrounds. So if you want to pause that and read about these ladies. And Kathy, she has 2 websites. She does work with horses, like I said, so you can probably, if you're in Colorado, you can hook up with her and maybe do something with horses with her. And then you have some little sales suggestions on decks. Your Blue Angel. And on the back, some more marketing there. Alright, so why am I putting that away? We still need that. Alright, so shuffling is going to be hard if you have arthritis, anything wrong with your hands, because these are longer than the regular tarot, so you may or may not have fun with the shuffling, or you could just do the overhand, which I prefer a lot of the times because my hands have been getting really worse over the years. Alright, so let's see what Horsey wants to come forth and say hi and leave us with a message. Ooh, Untamed Spirit, Brewing Storm. Alright. Ooh, opened right up to it. Cool. Alright. Brewing Storm. Freeing fear, steady reaction, energy harnessed. When a horse comes to water, he often will paw at it, stirring it up and making the once clear water murky. There are many reasons he might do this. He may see his reflection, not understand it, and try to destroy it. He may mistake the mirror image for another horse wanting to drink the water, muddying the waters to drive the other horse away from his resources. Lastly, he may be unsure of the reflection and does not know what lies beneath. He fears that stepping into the water will be dangerous. These responses are all based on fear. When present, fear can ignite the desire to escape or control a situation. Fear is a potent energy when listened to and harnessed. An untamed spirit can bring forth many new wonderful expressions on earth. However, uncultivated energy can also be very destructive. A wild horse in fear will take one of 3 choices: flight, flight, or freeze. In each of those cases, his body reacts for his survival and overrides his mind. This powerful stallion invites you to look at fear. The water he stands in represents repressed emotion. The storm around him reflects the energy that can brew when unharnessed or repressed emotions are unaddressed and continue to build. He stomps the water to demonstrate the reactive behavior that can arise with the fear of facing that which lies beneath the surface. Let's hold up the card while I'm doing this. Untamed spirit reminds you of emotions you may not wish to look at. Maybe you want to avoid your shadow self or find significant lack in your life. It would behoove you to dive into these uncomfortable and challenging feelings. Leaving them unattended can create a storm in your life. The brewing storm may already be clouding your connection with higher realms or your inner authority. Perhaps you have felt reactive or experienced precious energy trying to control, fight, avoid, flight, or suppress, freeze your fear. None of these strategies will calm your inner storm. Learn to harness the storm's energy and use it to your advantage. Fear is a gift when you listen and discern its message correctly. Untamed Spirit encourages you to sit with your raw emotions before you act. Experience them more deeply and receive their direction more precisely. When you do so, you can avoid the discomfort of the storm. If a storm has already brewed in your life, do not see it as a negative. Nature demonstrates that all aspects of a cycle are to be respected and accepted. Storms will come to stir up the air, create powerful winds from clouds, release torrents of rain. Everything is affected. Untamed Spirit invites you to notice how you respond to storms. Are you panicked and haphazard or calm and steady, trusting that the storms will pass? Stay alert and in control of your responses. The skies will clear and the air will be fresh and purified, and you will have an entirely new perspective. That's a lot to digest, but very, very nice. Gives you a lot to think about. And the questions are you engaging in behaviors that are based on fear, disconnection, or lack? What is the source of these feelings? When do you fight against or avoid a shadow side of yourself? Why do you fear looking below the surface of your emotions? Where in life might you be reactive? What fear drives that behavior? How can you change your reaction to a considered response? All right, that is basically it for this beautiful deck. Let me know in the comments below what you thought about it. If you bought it or didn't buy it after seeing my video, I'm really interested in that as well. And if there is a deck that you're particularly interested in seeing a video of, let me know and I'll see what I can do. But once again, thank you so much for spending your time with me. And I hope you will join me with a future video. But until then, take care and goodbye, my dears.